Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. Last time, finished up some of the opening bits, did our first mission, blow up the statue, did another mission, got engineers, started clearing alien debris. I hope my
resistance forces in the area can get you into the site, but you will need to make contact with their network first. This is only the beginning, Commander. Your leadership will be a beacon to our people across the globe.
Rotting snake. So that's the Black Site mission, our first of many story or campaign related missions. Do that to advance the story. We cannot get there yet because we don't have contact with the eastern United States. We're in New Mexico, so one thing we're gonna have to do is get our contacts up, which we don't actually have yet because we have to research resistance communications, and then we can start expanding our resistance network by building comm facilities and upgrading them and doing covert actions and scanning stuff to increase the number till eventually we cover the entire globe, which is going to take a while. Alright, so in the meantime we'll continue to scan and gather supplies and scientists. I'm actually going to go for a scientist here at the fire axis. I wonder where they got the name for this particular thing. So, and we did start this.
An important step forward.
So hybrid materials allows us to get nanoscale vest. That's an upgrade we can build, and then we can start researching plated armor, which is the next level of armor if we had alloys, which we do not. So. Alright, so this is story related. This allows us to do autopsies, which will be important, as well as advance the story a little bit. Magnetic weapons is our next tier of weapons, which I think I'll go for this once we get our new scientist. And yeah, we'll go for resistance
I will send word
communications.
as soon as we have something of note.
I don't like to mainline the story too much. I do kind of go for a global domination path. Hopefully this campaign goes well. I'm used to save scumming my way through it because this game can be really frustrating sometimes, but resistance fighter is for Axis.
Thank you for sending additional support staff to assist me.
You're welcome.
I will make sure they are put to good use.
New course.
Once you kind of get the top tier of weapons and armor, the plasma weapons and the powered armor, and start getting your soldiers upgraded with you know, the higher ranking of soldiers, and you can kind of get ahead of the power curve, and make the game gets, I think, progressively easier. I do believe there's a steep we will go training center. It's going to be
facility right away, Commander. I'll send word when it's up and running.
Actually, we'll hold off and put our engineer here to continue excavation. We could put him here, and I would cut our build time to 6 days. Sorry. But yeah, I think this game does have a steep kind of power curve, but once you get ahead of it, it gets easier much faster.
Can only further our advances, Commander.
And he just starts stomping on enemies, and then at least for me as a more casual player, that's when the game gets fun. Our resistance communications. So we can build resistance comm, resistance radio. This is upgrade to the ship. This is upgrade to our map. It increases income from areas, and it decreases the cost to make contact with neighboring
during the course of our
territories.
Startling breakthrough that has
so these
another potential avenue of study.
I got it, Tigan.
If we are to proceed down this path,
technology breakthroughs are kind of random things that pop up. This is an addition from vanilla XCOM 2. These will pop up kind of randomly, or you can kind of generate them, but which one it is will always be random. And it just means our conventional weapons will now do +1 damage, which is nice because our conventional weapons, which is like our bullet weapons, kind of suck. Like the damage output from them is just not that good. I'm going to go ahead and mainline magnetic weapons since we have 2 scientists.
Commander, I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Commander,
We can now work to establish contact with local resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe. Once we've collected sufficient intel to make contact, we'll need to scan the target region for the operative signal.
Alright, so now we can make contact. So we have 3 contacts total, which means we can make contact with 2 before these get maxed out. At which point we'll need to build and upgrade to the ship, resistant communications and whatever. Which will allow us to make more. Each contact requires intel, and the more territories you get, the higher the cost, as it typically goes. And then once you make contact, you got to scan there for a few days to actually get it. But
You are too trusting, John.
oh, the Reapers
The
are.
skirmishers are Advent. Advent is the enemy. The enemy is food.
Try not to bring that up when we meet, Volk.
You take their side after all we've seen these years.
Look, I'm not exactly having drinks with them, but they did hold up their end of the bargain. What about you?
Wait and see. Volk out.
Actually think they might show up. Commander, that was Konstantin Volokov, Volk to his friends. He and his Reapers are a big part of the reason why you're standing here today. Volk may be a little rough around the edges, but he's the real deal. Heads one of 3 resistance groups operating independently from us that we consider a legitimate threat to Advent. Together, they'd make one hell of a fighting force. Too bad they hate each other. Still, we've made some unlikely progress. Volk's Reapers may have found you, but they weren't acting alone. They were tipped off by a group of Advent defectors known as the Skirmishers. No one's big on working with these guys, knowing where they came from. But you wouldn't be here without their help. Both the Reapers and the Skirmishers have agreed to suspend hostilities provided you serve as the go-between. Trust doesn't come easy between these two, so we're heading for a nice, quiet spot on neutral ground. Even so, let's not take any chances. Intel on this area is weak, and we're picking up strange chatter on comms. Not to mention we're ending a decade-long blood feud today. I'd advise our soldiers to be fully prepared before we deploy on this one, Commander. Good luck.
I could use a favor if you've got the manpower to spare. We're all in this together, right?
Alright, so these are the introduction to the factions introduced in War of the Chosen.
Not sure how long our contacts are going to wait for us, Commander. So I'd recommend we proceed as soon as possible. All available soldiers are standing by to deploy.
Cool. And yeah, so we got to meet with the Reapers, which is this guy, and then the
Setting course for the Mexican regional tract.
Skirmishers, which are the
Each faction has agreed to
Advent
allow a
who
two-person
defected
squad
over to
escort
our
them
side.
To the rendezvous point. Hopefully that should be enough to keep them from killing each other. We've got a temporary ceasefire in place for the duration of the meet, but still, that doesn't mean we shouldn't be ready for anything.
Alright, so two-person squads, one for the Reapers, one for the Skirmishers, so we will go ahead and send out, I like Sharpshooter and Heavy, cool, and then the Specialist and our other Heavy. Let's see if we can take our Ranger instead.
Sky Ranger deployed.
It's getting a little loud for me. I hope it's not too quiet for you guys. I think I messed that up on my first recording.
The Reapers and Skirmishers have been at each other's throats for years, so we're keeping the exact meeting point strictly.
Guadalajara.
You'll split into 2 squads, rendezvous.
I like that restaurant.
Proceed to the first set of coordinates. Firebrand and the second team will head to the next drop point.
Detecting increasing biological signatures in the area ahead.
Then I'd say we're in the right place. Stay sharp out there today, people. Just because this city was abandoned doesn't mean it's lifeless.
If you are hungry, there's more where that came from. Impressive reflexes, but unnecessary.
Stand down. We're all friends here.
You are safe here. More so than you imagine. We shall see if the
Those
same
guys don't
holds
actually
true
need
for these
scopes on their guns.
skirmishes of yours. Your presence already disturbs them. We must move quickly. My people will take care of this camp. Come.
Where did you actually find firewood in the middle of a abandoned? Well, I guess there's
Uploading the coordinates to the
dead
rendezvous
trees there.
point now.
Answers my question.
We plotted the most direct route
Never
there.
mind.
We don't know much about the skirmisher contact you'll be meeting other than his name, Mox.
Mox. Praetor Mox. His death squads wiped out entire camps of my people in the first years of the war. You would dare do this?
Pretty sure hands are bloody on both sides of this fight. That's the whole point of this intervention.
Reapers are born in the shadows, in the cold, harsh world that was waiting for us out there. We rely on stealth and long-range attacks. And our marksmen are unmatched by even the best XCOM has to offer.
We'll see about that.
Dormant all these years. These devices still emit trace elements of unstable radiation. I cannot fathom what they were like in their original function.
We were there, Doctor. You're better off having missed it.
Okay.
Yeah, so these were the things, very first cutscene from Enemy Unknown. Since she is concealed, I'll go ahead and send her up to scout it out here. But yeah, they started crashing down in cities and pulling people in and doing something, but yeah, evidently now they're still here in these abandoned cities and turning people into zombies. Same we got weird.
No more time for regrets. We are not alone.
Those things, they still look like people.
What was human died years ago. Only the taint of the aliens survives now. Where there is one, more will follow. You must not hesitate to destroy them.
These creatures' DNA has mutated well beyond what we would classify as human. Perhaps the result of long-term.
So what's unique about the Lost is you get the headshot ability, and if you kill a Lost with headshot, it refunds your action, which allows you to kill as many Lost as you have ammo in your gun, assuming you kill. If you don't kill or you miss, then oh, we got a promotion. Then your turn's up. So you got pretty good rolls. Those are all about 73-75% chances. And so go ahead and reload. And now it counts as our first action for the turn since previous were reloaded, refunded. Go ahead and send Dragonova, who does see someone. 82%. So she is concealed. Which means if we take this shot, she'll have a 50-50 chance to either stay hidden or get revealed. I'll go ahead and take the shot. And nope, she's revealed. And she doesn't have the ability to go back into concealment once per mission, although it is on cooldown, I believe. So we've got to get over there. All right. What are you doing?
Moving to designated position.
The music really picked up for this section. And the good thing about Lost is they're melee units only. So when it's a Lost only mission, you don't have to worry about cover. Although they can appear on missions with Advent and other aliens. Oh, nice shot.
It's down. your gods I'm coming.
Woo. Get a lot of these reaction shots.
My people have encountered these beings before. At first, they may appear mindless, but they hear quite well. In great numbers, they can be very deadly.
You can also mow them down pretty easily,
No
fortunately.
compromises. My ammo has run dry. Loading fresh ammo.
Fortunately, we are not on a turn timer, so we can move up a little bit at a time. The Lost do generally appear more and more, and
Enemy destroyed.
they will also appear if you use explosives. And when I say explosives, it could be a smoke grenade, it could be a flashbang, it could be a regular grenade, that doesn't matter. Anything that's a grenade or explosive will
Moving to Overwatch. My watch begins.
pull in more hordes of Lost, so you have to be careful about that. Oh, first miss. Second miss.
Yeah, I didn't get it. The wind must have picked up.
Yeah, excuses. Give me that.
An entire city of our own people left to turn into these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
All we can offer them now is a merciful death.
I don't like how these guys are hiding in the shadows over here.
Heading to that location.
Getting into blind spots where we can't see. Ice this guy. It's great when you get kills with your marksman pistol, because your pistol has unlimited ammo. It does not need to be reloaded. Which is a big limiting factor when it comes to killing Lost, is the reloads take up your action points. So
Moving on target
we'll just
location.
keep moving up. Nothing new, so we'll go Overwatch.
On Overwatch. I won't let them pass.
Yeah, I'll try not to miss this time.
Not
Well,
good. Taking care of. Will warn them.
2 out of 3.
These creatures are worse even than Advent. They have no cause, no fear. They simply exist.
Just
If
enough
we do
damage.
not defeat the aliens soon, we will become little more than they are.
I hear you. You're working on
I
it.
go where you tell me.
So they pulled me out of retirement.
Position confirmed.
Keep humanity from becoming zombies.
On Overwatch. Come get some. I'll watch closely. We risk all this for pray tell Mox? If he is not what you say he is, I shall kill him myself.
Looking forward to this meeting already.
Hey, first off, it's going pretty well, and second of all, it made it look like you lived in this city.
Looks like these things don't
I mean,
wanna make
maybe
it
you don't. That was
We'll
just
make
your
it to your pet advantage.
the camp you make every time you go to meet with your I don't know, hostile pact. I don't know what I'm saying.
Remember, they are not victims. I must reload. I am out of ammo.
Okay, so she moved in and reloaded.
Understood. Moving out.
Get our heavy in here. You got 2 shots.
Got him.
And using a grenade, which you want to avoid when taking out groups of Lost, since it will... I'm assuming they have it set up on this mission. Maybe it's programmed not to. But typically when you... And I'm going to put you on Overwatch. Trigger the Overwatch.
Biological signatures are grouping into a singular mass.
Yeah, use one explosive and they're like, hey, in 2 turns, the Lost is going to be here.
Push forward before it arrives. Target neutralized.
Biological readings in your general area are clear. No more creatures on approach.
For now.
There's one Lost was there and you're like, they're massing at your position. I think, can everyone run to the exit? No. So we'll get you up here.
Move into position.
But if you use 2 explosives in 1 turn, the loss just show up immediately.
For years, my people hunted his kind. For years, we survived. Now you risk everything for your dream.
You should have a clear path through now. Second squad is already en route to Mox. Proceed to the rendezvous and await their arrival.
Oh, we'll be there.
You don't have to be so dramatic all the time. But it's going pretty well so far. And one of these days I will get around to activating Windows. Promise you I'm not pirating my OS, which most people probably wouldn't care, but so that was an Advent trooper, not a lost boy.
I'm guessing that's our man. Well, our contact anyway.
Crocksod. Advent. Hobbit. Voxtala. 410. They were sent here to hunt. To purge the Drop 10. The Lost.
Yeah, this boy is a new trooper in DLC.
Our meeting point is still secure.
It's a flamethrower unit.
She is free of the imposter gods. I would give anything that all my kind could say the same. Even sit down with your Reapers.
Our specialist with the flat top just does not care.
Go.
Rendezvous with Outrider is further ahead. Proceed through this district as quickly as possible, but be careful. Something tells me this city still has a few more surprises to throw our way.
Surprises are the least of our worries today. It is these Reapers of yours that are of true concern.
We, the skirmishers, were created
We'll pup and
by the
move. So these guys can
gods of the
shoot and then move, unlike other guys.
die as their puppets. We retain all that we were and more, and our prowess in battle serves us well in our cause. In close combat, none can stand opposed to us.
I love the detail on these maps. They did a really good job, I think. Like generator, which is why this light is working, but these others aren't. Or, you know, I mean, they're solar. Anyway, let's not get too bogged down in details. Move in Overwatch, standard move.
I've got movement here.
Alien activity, not lost activity. So we are fighting Advent in this section of the map.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Which means I'll need to start using cover here once we
Yes, Commander.
see some alien boys.
I stand ready.
Moving to Overwatch. Scanning. I've got movement. Heads up.
Off
Still moving.
to a great start. 2 purifiers. And a 3rd miss.
Not even close.
So these guys can be dangerous, because sometimes when you kill them, either with melee or ranged attacks, they can explode. And I'm not really sure why, or what causes it to sometimes explode, sometimes they don't. What? Are you kidding me? But they can. Which is real bad when you're fighting the Lost, because those explosions can... Let's see if we can...
I take a new approach.
Can attract hordes of Lost if they're around. 93 and 80. Let's go for the 93. Didn't quite kill him.
I need ammunition.
Oh, but he gets a second shot because the grapple doesn't count as a move, which is good, of course.
Position confirmed.
Fortunately, these guys don't shoot like normal troopers do. They just got the flamethrower. Yeah, that guy exploded.
You were kidding when you said those tanks could explode. Careful with these things. We don't need to take any unnecessary chances.
The patrol has been liberated. May their lives not be lost in vain. We must push forward and complete our mission.
Alright, I think
Works
that's...
for me. Move out.
That should be it for enemies on this map. Since we didn't get a alien activity thing, it just went right into the next turn. But we'll play a little cautious here, just in case. First off, reload. And we eliminated the strike team, so... yeah. We'll just push forward here and get to the next set of the mission, which I think we just did. Yeah.
This is no patrol. It's an army.
Yes, one we do not have time to face.
Everyone, get back!
That's pretty cool.
Purifiers may be down, but unfortunately, that was our extraction point.
I fear that is not the worst of it. Multiple biological signatures rapidly on approach to your position.
The lost. The sounds of combat excite them. They are drawn to it.
And you just blew up a fuel truck?
There was no other choice. Find an alternate exit. We will deal with the lost. Draklar. Dashers. They are not as docile as the rest of their kind.
An apt description. It would seem the mutation has somehow accelerated these Dashers' metabolism.
Not good odds, but
allowing enhanced
start
speed and agility, with a
mowing some of these guys
corresponding
down.
increase in aggression.
Running dry. Hostile neutralized. I'm ready.
I think that's it for you.
Rolling.
So now we just gotta hold off waves of loss for 4 turns, which these guys are easy to kill, so it shouldn't be that too big of a problem.
Target down. Toss me some ammo.
Pulse me some ammo. Alright, so this guy, Dasher's got 4 health, they also have extra movement, and it doesn't help if you miss. And it can't grapples, it's on turn cooldown. Can't see anyone, so we'll go Overwatch. Ooh, lucky.
The shockwave of that explosion reverberated throughout most of the city. I would expect a significant...
He's here to get these close good boys.
The only reaction I will accept from them is their deaths. Find us that exit.
Ready to go.
He's here to get the further away ones.
Enemy destroyed.
Cool. So I think that's it from that direction. There's probably more coming from the other direction over here.
I go as ordered.
Just kind of these wave things usually work, but I don't see anyone. So we'll go ahead and reload.
I must reload.
And your turn, and you'll go ahead and reload. And instead of Overwatch, I mean, your Overwatch is only going to get 1 lost dead maximum. Well, fortunately, she can do both, because she never actually moved. But with a reloaded gun, you can take down, you know, 3, 4 per turn. If they don't get too close.
That whole area is hotter than we thought. Gonna need a little more time.
Understood. Holding position.
Just,
okay.
yeah.
Good riddance.
That all we see? Just that one dude? I guess so.
I am watching.
You go ahead and reload again.
Locked and loaded.
Oh, there they are.
They live no more.
A big positive change from XCOM Enemy Unknown to XCOM 2.
I think we've got something here. Just need another minute.
Yeah.
You have your minute.
You don't really need to say that, Mox, but whatever. Was that whenever an enemy appears on screen, they don't pop all of the overwatches.
They're almost right on top of you. These lost seem to be pretty sensitive to noise. The sounds of combat are likely to draw even more of them. We found a new route that should get you to the rendezvous point safely. The lost are still converging on the area, so make it fast.
That will not be a problem.
Okay, you don't really need to. Never mind. Alright, let's start getting our boys out of here. See anyone? Nope.
Position confirmed.
Don't see anyone, and we'll get you over here.
As you order.
We'll just start moving and overwatching.
I will not waver.
Come get some.
Since these lost will continuously, yeah, that's when a swarm appears.
Not good.
Enemy down.
Let's move and then shoot.
Heading out. Kill confirmed.
Yeah.
Target down. I'm running low on ammo.
And these lost do scale with
Ready to rock.
kind of your improvements
Negative. Weapons dry.
in weapons. So by the time you get up to, you know, plasma weapons, you know, these lost will have 8 to 10 health each or so, but they're also generally, oh my gosh, pretty easy to kill. Again, they're there in numbers to kind of put on a little extra pressure.
They will fight no more. Weapon ammunition is low.
Alright, I can't get mad at that. That was almost like a 50-50.
Ammunition depleted.
Alright, you, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot, then move.
It's down. No longer a threat.
So we have pretty decent odds on all those. She'll move and then
Gonna need to
reload, since I think next turn we'll be able to get everyone out of here
Back online.
and move into the final part of this mission. Go head around this side of the truck. Is anyone? No, reload.
Locked and loaded.
You'll come up here with her
As
and
you
then
command.
reload.
I reload.
And alright, so it didn't cycle through you know, lost activities, so that must have been the last of the horde, and just get everyone out of here.
Advancing quickly.
Outrider and the first team should be waiting for you ahead. I know this wasn't the easiest stuff, but I have to believe it'll still be worth it in the end.
That depends on the Reapers.
It was pretty easy. But this being early game, I would, you know, hope so.
Rendezvous point directly ahead. Let's try and play nice today, people.
So, Advent's most brutal captain comes to atone for his crimes.
I am no longer that being. I am free now.
Taking off that helmet does not change what you are. Reapers have long memories. Elder Cruxard. Anytime.
The way I see it, we have two options. Join forces and kick the Elders off our world, or kill each other here and now. The choice is yours.
It's kind of got that Jaden Smith forehead going on. Whoa.
No one has ever done that before. No one shall ever do that again.
What the hell is that?
Vox Prima, Elder Assassin, relentless death that stalks my kind. Butcher of freed Advent.
My people face another like her. They are the undying. Advent's curse upon us. We must combine strength if we are to have any chance of success.
You are welcome to try.
That was fast.
Your Reapers,
As far as
such as this.
forming
They appeared without
the
warning
alliance.
years ago. Had they not, we would have already regained our home.
Such arrogance. The Elder's will extends throughout the universe. I am but one of their instruments.
Alright. Yeah, so that's a Chosen. Obviously part of the War of the Chosen DLC. But she's one of 3 new bad guys that will kind of chase us throughout the world until we can finally find out where they're hiding and then kill them. And it's like each of the Chosen corresponds to one of the 3 new factions. So I think I forget which one the assassin is. I thought it was the Reapers, but then Prox over here, or Mox is like, "You've been hounding my kind for years," and then she's like, "Yeah, we faced another one just like that. Imagine that." Oh, so the assassin is a stealth character, or can.
Affirmative. Covering now.
They have a distinctive sound.
Can go stealth, so if we can get the... Oh. Now she's actually appeared on the map, so... Snowblade. Attacks decrease the will of any soldiers in sight. These are strength, and then does not trigger Overwatch or reaction fire. Chosen takes increased damage from explosions, and their adversary is the Reaper, so... Yeah.
Very least, you will die with honor.
And we got Lost here as well. So as with any stealth character, if we can get a flanking position on them, it will reveal them, just like
As you order, Commander.
our stealth or hidden units can get revealed if an enemy gets a flank on them. But until then, we're just going to play it slow. I know that she doesn't trigger Overwatches, but we do have Lost and maybe other enemies in the area, so we'll just kind of maintain a high ground, keep everyone close together, so their Overwatches, well, doesn't trigger, but when we do get a chance to actually shoot, we can be more effective at covering each other.
Scanning. Watching comes naturally. Overwatch.
I could probably put her back in the shadow, but
What's making that noise?
whatever. Oh, there she is. So now she's revealed coming in. Looks like for a melee attack. Sweet acrobatics. Dazed my unit.
You only delay the inevitable.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Down there. Okay. I think we can do this.
A wealth of information awaits me. I need only tear it from the depths of your soldiers' enfeebled mind.
So if our units are dazed, then the Chosen can come over and interrogate them. And when I do that, that means they can more quickly assault the Avenger, which is another kind of clock that's running in the background of the game.
Even in the face of certain
Alright, so she's down here. And they take extra damage from our Reaper units, so if we can get her in a position where she can hit this Chosen with an explosive, then we can do quite a bit of damage to her right off. So she's there, 67%, that's pretty good. That's usually a shot I'm willing to take. Throw a Claymore as well, which will get 2 explosions. However, we'll need another unit down here to actually trigger the Claymore. The Claymore is a Reaper-specific explosive. Can you get down here? Yes. So I think what I'm going to do is... She can also slash this unit. And I don't believe she's invulnerable to melee damage, so that's good. So we'll bring her down here. Actually, we'll bring our specialist down the chute, and then maybe our ranger can slice her up with her machete. No. We want Claymore, right?
Soon our prey will fall.
Hopefully, our specialist can actually see the explosive device, which he can, so that's good. And
Not expected this conflict to be so.
14 damage. It's pretty good.
You surprise me, XCOM. Still, the Elder's will is that none survive this day. I cannot.
Oh, so we actually just killed her. Like, she's gone.
The sonic dispersal waves emitting from that pod are crisscrossing a massive area.
And so now once she dies, she automatically calls in a whole bunch of Lost on us.
Meaning that thing just rang the dinner bell for every remaining Lost in the city.
An accurate assessment. The entire Lost biomass seems to be converging on this position.
Then let's get you all the hell out of there. Firebrand's en route to the evac coordinates now. Get moving.
Alright. Gonna go back. Thank you. So yeah, now we have a lot of Lost. They're gonna keep appearing throughout as we continue. So we're gonna do a lot of moving, a lot of shooting, a lot of Overwatches. And I didn't get the kill. Dang it, Mox. Oh, he's gonna shoot again. Never mind.
We take from the Elder stock. I need ammunition. I am the victor.
Yeah.
No ally.
So we're gonna kill as many of these guys as we can, but we're also just gonna keep pushing forward. That's how winning is done. Rocky.
On the move.
I forget the number. The one called Rocky Balboa. Inspirational quote to his son or something like that. You done.
Target down.
Unless she already got a promotion.
Kill confirmed.
Not that I'm complaining. She is laying these guys down. Alright.
Toss me some ammo.
You got dazed, so you only get the one move. Oh, so we'll go ahead and move you up. You just have your pistol, so I'll move you up, and hopefully you can use your rifle next turn. Since squad sight doesn't apply to their pistol shots, I believe. And you gotta reload. Just. It's generally not advised to end. Well, she was the last unit to move, but anyway.
Initial analysis of these creatures' movement patterns reveals an almost coordinated attack strategy. Perhaps they're not the mindless automatons they initially appeared to be. An intriguing, if not horrific,
The
possibility.
car explode, yeah. So that probably attracted another swarm. But these swarms are going to be appearing regardless of explosions, so. 56, that's not very good. I'd hate for you to shoot and miss, so we'll have you move up, get it closer. 84 on a different Lost. So that's pretty good. See if these guys in the back will probably do yellow moves just to get him up here with everyone else. You can't see anyone down there anyway. Can you grapple closer? No, not really.
I will move.
Oh, this guy's hurt. It'll be alright.
On my way.
But yeah, their pistol shots, I don't believe, or squad sight doesn't. They can't use their pistol shots, so since she's going to be up on the bird anyway, we're long past that. And you missed. Well, it's 70% nearly, so I can't be too mad. Go ahead and leave you on Overwatch. Yeah, Overwatch, and you'll move up.
Good copy. Moving on target.
I am watching.
Come get some.
Nice.
Enemies down. Hostile neutralized.
My failure is my own.
Yeah. Fortunately, Dragon over here to pick up your slack.
How many of these creatures can still be in this city?
Advent has been sending purifier squads into these cities for years, yet somehow the lost survive, even thrive. We do not know why.
But why, though?
Roger that.
Oh, hello. Okay, I was gonna say, there's a 100% chance.
No longer a threat. My ammo's running low.
Moving to designated coordinates.
This game gets things a little out of order from time to time. Still an immensely fun game to play, but you get those heart attack inducing moments where your guy misses a 100% chance to hit the zombie standing in a tile next to him.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Their normal mission is, this would be where I put Dragonova back into Shadow to kind of scout out the way ahead, but since we're not going very far and this is a more scripted mission of just hordes of zombies, it doesn't really matter. Can't tell if those are all lost or are those like mannequins.
Taken care of.
So many things happening.
I must have miscalculated.
Come on, focus.
Yeah, there's a lot of these guys. I don't know what that joker over there is. Oh, he's trying to climb. Like I bet an acrobat or something in his pre-zombie life. So the clothes on these mannequins held up pretty well. Oh, interference.
When this city stood whole. Still, I feel revulsion at what happened to this place.
Yeah, I got it. Can we just...
I believe you.
I believe you. I don't think what you said was a lie, is what you're saying. The guys in the back.
Hostile neutralized.
Nice.
Target neutralized.
You don't see these guys here?
Let's do this.
It's alright.
Volk says I am to obey. Remember, they are not Victor. My ammo has run dry. Give me time to reload.
You really expect me to believe this high-end The department store would have 2 of the same mannequin. I guess it's a different shirt. Personally, I think it goes better with the red.
Ready to engage.
Blouse? Is that what those things are called? I don't know. Shirts. It's a pullover, but thanks for noticing. This department store apparently has a menu out on the dialogue. It was some crazy times when the aliens invaded. You know, civilization was falling. People didn't know quite what to do. Humanity was questioned. The Gap started serving soup of the day and coffee. It was mass hysteria. Alright. And go ahead and reload.
I must reload.
And you will move in and probably reload as well.
That's affirmative. Back in. Got it covered.
Yeah, well, actually I want you... Oh yeah, go ahead and Overwatch since most everyone else is reloading. So we keep like a half Overwatch, half reloading sort of thing. Woo.
Target neutralized.
There will come a day when my people take back this place for our own.
If they are all like you, that is a likely possibility.
Oh, well, they're like friends now. This guy was practicing for a Michael Jackson music video when he died. Can you... Okay. This is one of the new maps area. I mean, the ruined city is, of course, because the Lost is part of the DLC. But one of the things they did is they put these alleyways in between buildings, which is great. But it can make finding line of sight and navigating a little bit tedious and difficult. You're dead.
Your friends will join you soon.
Reapers are good. Stealth units, scouting. No, don't do that yet.
I have almost no ammo.
Pretty accurate, but their weapons don't hold a lot of ammo, and their weapons also do a little less on the damage side compared to your typical XCOM. Like they do way less damage than your sniper rifle does, or your shotgun. Unfortunately, these guys reloaded last turn and they didn't have to shoot anyone, so they can go ahead and Overwatch. You just get inside. I'm gonna yellow move you so you don't fall behind. And go ahead and reload.
I must reload.
If you're full, you're Overwatching. If you're not, you're reloading.
Ready to rock.
Let's do this.
Giddy up.
It is under my watch.
Oh. I love this mission. Like, I think it's pretty well constructed. It does go for kind of long, but we're almost there. And that helps.
Target eliminated.
Detecting additional Lost converging near the evacuation coordinates.
Yeah, thanks. I don't.
Advise caution. It would seem the Lost are on to our strategy.
It is the Elder's will that this alliance fall. It will take more than mere loss for that to happen.
Alright, start knocking these guys out. Whoa, guy went flying.
Return to your gods. I'll need more ammo soon. No one will mourn them. I have no ammunition.
Closing on target position now.
See if we can get in there without blocking the way too bad. Cool.
Target neutralized.
Hopefully next turn we'll be able to get everyone out.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Go ahead and post up over there. Don't see anyone. That's good.
Moving out.
So we'll start moving up and then overwatching, and or we might just start taking some yellow moves if you can't get that close. I think that's alright. Whew. Diving.
Heading there now. Will do.
Come and get some.
Scanning.
I just want to make sure you limber up
Firebrands in position,
before you
but the
start.
evac zone's even hotter than we thought. Running
Oh,
out of
we're
time
fine.
here, people.
Tell her to hold as long as she can. We will be there.
Pretty much already there, but
Already there.
exactly. This guy knows what's up.
Double time.
The entire swarm converges upon us. We cannot hold this position much longer.
Outrider to Avenger, where the hell's our exit?
This is as low as I can get her.
No! I do not intend to die this day. I will follow.
Oh, they're friends now.
Fox Tala 410.
You could already have been on the ship. Oh, no.
Time to return home, traitor.
Now you're gone. Cool.
No easy task, but we managed to get the Reapers
Promotions
and the
all
skirmishers
around.
to cooperate for once. That in itself is an accomplishment.
We may have chosen a different means of resistance, but our people fight for the same reason, for the world we once knew. Together we will end this occupation, or die trying.
The resistance
That won't
factions
mount
take a more
scouts.
flexible approach to training than traditional soldiers. They can often learn multiple new abilities with each promotion. They will adapt to follow your choices, Commander.
This also is a good kind of introduction. One, the factions, yeah, when they promote, they go laterally. And they got 3 categories as opposed to the 2, plus the XCOM 1. They also have the action points, which are our soldiers have as well, in which we can spend to upgrade just like we do. But yeah, when these guys level up, they just get action points added to their overall pool, and then these become available commensurate with the rank. I don't like remote start. Deadeye is pretty good. We might get that later, so we'll go with Blood Trail. But yeah, as they do missions, they gather soldier action points, and in XCOM, there's a general pool of points that can be used by all of our units that we can put in these guys in the training center. So for you, we'll start out, we'll go combat protocol. Again, as they gain action points, we don't have the training center yet, so we can't do that. I like to spec these guys out as, you know, with both either medical and in haywire, or combat and medical. And someone do these. I like Blade Master. I like turning these guys into just slicing and dicing machines, and Shredder again, so important. I'll probably pick up blast padding with action points just to make sure they have a, you know, give them a little bit extra armor. And if for you, we'll spec into a sniper. Gunslinger I also enjoy. But late game snipers are just so powerful.
Efficiently executed and no casualties. You could lead the Reapers any day, Commander. Well done.
Well, thank you. Except for the one guy who gets sliced up by a katana, but, you know, she's doing alright. And low supplies. Got it. Now he is captured, and we'll have to go rescue him on a mission later.
Can help us
Thanks.
locate our captive soldier if we deploy on a covert action alongside them. We've had our suspicions, but before
All right, so that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. I hope I'm doing this series all right. We'll see. And yeah, we'll see what takes us next time. Probably start expanding out, contacting territories, blah 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 blah. We'll do it. Yeah, so I'll see you next time. Thanks and bye.